Yeah, that's the reason.
Every time, what's his name?
There's no way of knowing. So
What's
What's the Home Alone guy's name?
I don't know why that's not nice.
This is the third time I've done it to him, by the way.
I
asked him why we played zombies the other day, and he was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to get it wrong. I know this is happening, but I know that his name's not a real name. So I'm going to say Cully McCulkin.
No.
I thought I had it too. It's not McCulkin Cully.
It's not McCulkin Cully.
Fuck.
I mean,
he's saying it in such a way that he's going to make me forget.
Right? It's like when you say a word over and over, it loses all meaning in your head.
Like a word. Oh, he's Googling.
Yeah. This is not Macaulay Culkin.
Who's that?
This has so many vowels in it. This is an insane name.
AAUE, I guess.
Every week we're gonna have. This is a new segment. Does Woody know the actor from Home Alone?
I learned Liam Neeson's name. Eventually, I will get this one.
I don't know. Well, I guess Liam is more of a name than Macaulay.
It was the Neeson part. I was calling him Nelson.
Yeah, he's calling him. He was calling him Liam Nielsen because he was getting mixed up with Leslie Nielsen. Yeah, great actor, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace to him.
R.I.P.
Macaulay Culkin.
Just a while, yeah.
I was being sarcastic before, but now that I think about Peter Winkle, fuck whatever his name is, Dinkman. It's
all right. What's his name? He played Tyrion Lannister, a show that you watched religiously for 8 years.
Saw the credits.
I'm gonna go with Peter Dinkman. I think I do know his name.
Peter Dinkman. Is that your final answer?
Not anymore.
We'll find out next week when we reveal
it's not Winkman, and apparently it's not Dinkman. Dinklage, maybe. Peter Dinklage is closer still. Peter, it's not Winklage. Dinklage. I'm going to go with Peter Dinklage. Final answer.
I think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
1 for 2.
Now here's the coup de grace. Who played in Home Alone?
Oh, fuck. Macaulay Culkin, right? Yeah, all right, I got it.
Was it still up on the browser?
No, actually,
it's so fucking
it's
golden.
not.
If he was like, fuck.
God damn it, I forgot again.
I almost switched it, though. I was like, it's either Macaulay Culkin or Cully McCulkin. It's one of those for sure.
I would have loved another Colin McCulkin. It just becomes 40 minutes a week of
oh god damn. Who do you want to replace
for James Bond?
The Jeopardy host, Alex Trebek?
Yeah, I think they announced the replacement. Did you hear that?
They announced a guest. They're going to have like multiple people fill in, and Peter
test run it.
And that guy who won like millions on the show, whose name's escaping
Ken
right
something
now,
maybe.
Ken Jennings.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to fill in for a while, which I'm down with that. He's got personality, and he's a goddamn genius, at least as far as Jeopardy questions go.
I haven't watched that show in years.
Who would be?
I used to watch a lot.
I liked Family Feud of those realities. Like after, I liked it. It was
so lowbrow.
It's still on.
Yeah. What do you mean it was lowbrow?
I don't like Harvey. That's his name, right? Harvey something with the big teeth.
Yeah, the big teeth and that caterpillar mustache.
Harvey.
His fake outrage, his weird Christianity, like Christianity-based like morality system, always being injected into the answers, like and the answers are designed for it too, right? It's like, what's hard and behind a man's fly? You know, and you know, someone's like, how dare you? No, shut the fuck up. You know, this question was designed to get goofy answers like that. Like,
he's not mad. He's playing up the entertainment value. He knows that person is embarrassed to say it, and so he's calling him out. Oh, in front of all these people, you're saying? Like,
because at home there's a black grandma going, oh shit.
No,
and Harvey gonna tell him what's what.
At home, there was a 12-year-old Taylor watching, saying the same thing. Oh,
the over-the-top Harvey reactions turn me off on that show. I need a little more sincerity in my host. I don't need him pretending to be offended by all this. And
I like Price is Right. That was my favorite like bullshit game show. Like I didn't like Wheel of Fortune. I liked Jeopardy as an adult, especially when Ken Jennings was going on his like $1 million run. But I always liked The Price is Right. I liked guessing the cost of things. I like when they'd spin the big wheel. I like how pumped everybody would be when they got called down. I even watched that whole documentary about the guy who memorized the prices of everything that was on the show. And then he like appeared in the studio audience like every day for like a year or two until they finally picked him. And then he won the whole fucking thing like no problem because he knows the exact prices of every single item. And he gets down to the final showcase and he's like within dollars of like nailing it perfectly because he knows what these things cost. He's memorized it.
That's great.
I love those stories.
That guy,
those people who you can't really rig those shows anymore because it's all computerized. But it used to just be like the same predictable options over and over. Like when you were spinning a wheel, like if it was an electric wheel, like this show, Press Your Luck. Have you ever heard of Press Your Luck? It's a little older.
Yes, I know this one. Go ahead. You'll lay it out great.
So Press Your Luck is this game show where they have your face in the middle on the camera, and then around you on the screen is a bunch of squares. And they're flashing different things all the time. And there's one square that's always lit up. And it's seemingly randomly going around the board. So it'll be like 400 up here, 700 down here, minus 600 over here, cruise up here, minus 1,000, bankrupt. And it moves around everywhere. And this guy, this genius, Michael Larson, he sat at home for months and memorized after learning the entire pattern of exactly where it's going to go. And not only that, so like maybe it's coming from the top middle one down to the right middle one. But if that was only the third rotation, he would know, oh, after this, it's going to go to the cruise. On the fourth rotation, you know, oh, it's going to go after this, it's going to go to the minus 500. And so like the most amount of money people were winning on this game show was like $4,000, $5,000. And he almost bankrupted the show and ruined it because he would not stop. Apparently, they had to edit it down so much because he just did it for hours.
If you win, you come back next week.
Yeah. If you win, you come back next week. I think they maybe made a rule so he couldn't. But like it was just going beep boop 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 beep 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 boop 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 boop, and he would just. You're supposed to yell stop, and like as you're hitting it, like for the theatrics. But he's so engaged with it that he's like hitting it and then remembering to say stop. And so he's clearly counting everything. There's a point where like the host is really stressed out about it because he gets up to over $110,000. And this is in like 1971, and $110,000. Nobody else in the show's cracked 5 figures yet. And they're like realizing in the middle of the show, oh my God, this guy knows every answer. And so they just had to sit there. And I think in the end, they may have just ended it before he fucked up. Like they may have just ended the episode before and said, "Oh, that kind of is kind of cheatery. What you did, like card counting, you can't come back." But
there's a documentary about that too. I think we saw the same program or whatever it was.
Yeah,
it's great.
I saw O&A talk about it.
He didn't cheat in my mind. Like
he didn't.
Yeah, like cheating would be.
No, I'm agreeing. Yeah,
I'm on the same page. Cheating would be if I knew the questions in advance. No.
Yeah.
Like he just knew the answers and he had figured out the pattern to the blinking lights. Like, once you see it go on this one, the next one's always safe. And, he would hit it and then the next one would be safe. And I thought he was just cool. It's okay to be good.
Yeah. He just studied for the test.
And It's still unbelievably hard. It's not like it was like every time it goes 1, 2, 3, I hit stop. It's like, no, you have to. Like the host is talking to you, the crowd's out there, all the other contestants are joking around, and you're like focused like nobody's business on this. Like every once in a while, like the other people, it's funny because you can see them be like, stop, oh man, bankrupt. If he misses the spot he wants to go for, he will just wait for an entire new cycle. So they'll be like, all right, Michael, go ahead and stop for us. He's like, okay.
Exactly. Dude,
stop for us, Michael, yeah.
Favorite game shows and favorite game show moments. I don't know why I stopped watching it, but it was huge for a bit. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And there's that thin guy who doesn't use any of his lifelines until he gets to the $1 million question. And he's like, I want to call my dad. And Regis is like, oh, we got him now. He doesn't know this one. And he's like, Dad, I don't know which president appeared on Whose Line It Is anyway, or something like that. And he's like, Dad, I don't really need your help. I'm just calling you to let you know I'm about to win $1 million because the president who was on Whose Line Is Anyway is Gerald Ford or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that is maybe my favorite game show moment.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Yeah, I agree.
Cool. He was the first one to win $1 million, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
He was the best
Norm
one.
Norm Macdonald did really well.
Oh, yeah?
He's a smart guy.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald's a genius.
Were the questions as hard?
Yeah. Let me see how far Norm went.
Yeah, you can. There's always those kind of people that are like, yeah, what would you do if you win the lottery? And they're like, I get one of those toasters with glass on the side so I can see when my toast is cooked. It's like,
that's a great invention.
Okay, I get it. That's cool, but like,
they have toasters with glass on the side.
How much could it possibly cost? Like,
oh, I don't know.
I mean, I have a toaster oven with glass on the side, but he sounds like he's talking about something different. A
real
oriented
toaster.
Like an actual toaster.
They have air fryers made out of glass, so you can see it through the air fryer. I think they're like quite a bit more expensive than the regular ones, but that would be nice, like a little cheat code where it's like, that is exactly as crisp as I want it.
This is a $40 item that we're speaking about, like it's extravagant.
Oh, fuck it, I'm out.
No, it's not extravagant. I'm just saying that there's always those people that like if they had what would you do if you had $1 billion and they'd just buy like this fucking like tiny thing.
Click on the ad for the $300 toaster. The Revolution Instaglow.
You
$300.
This is not going as planned.
Oh.
We're transitioning to toasters, Woody. Keep up.
No, he's like, click on the ad, and then like we don't see anything at all. But
look at that.
I don't like this. I don't. So we had a coffee maker with a LCD screen like this, and I hated it. Dude, they're the same buttons in the same place all the time. Physical buttons are glorious. Physical buttons are really good for stuff. LCD screens, these touch ones, are good for your phone, where like you've got a bunch of different things you might want it to do. If it's a coffee maker, just buttons, please.
It's always going to be making coffee. I don't need the news on my coffee maker.
Yeah.
No,
it's like it's a touch screen with like in the context of cooking. And it's like all you're gonna do. It's gonna look like shit. It's gonna look grimy. It's gonna be dirty. It's just needlessly
unhygienic.
And it doesn't even have glass on the side. That was the whole point. Did they not know what we started talking about 3 minutes ago?
Dude, I was on my trip. I made myself toast. All right, cool. The toast gets stuck on the side of the little toast ejector thing, so it like overcooks and kind of burns. There's maybe a little smoke coming out the top. Maybe it came in direct contact with the heating coils. So I'm like, well, I can't leave this like booby trap for the next guy. So I have to clean it out. I unplug it and I'm working on it. It's pretty hot. It's hot to handle. They only have plastic utensils in this freaking cafeteria because I'm not staying at the Hilton here. Lower your thoughts on the quality of my. So anyway, so I have these like cheap plastic utensils that get even cheaper when heated up. They're bending, and now there's an audience. Now one of the tables is mocking me for the trouble I'm having with this toaster oven, and it's like, it's a fighter, isn't it? And I'm trying to pry the bread out from the side of the little toaster toaster ejector thing, and more tables join in. Right now, there's 2 or 3 tables all watching the show of this guy trying to fix the toaster oven. And eventually one of them had the nice idea that I could remove the access panel from the bottom and maybe try it from that angle, which worked. And, sometimes you just shrug your shoulders and you're today's entertainment.
Oh, as soon as someone noticed me fiddling with it, I'd be like, I didn't even want toast, and walk away.
I had this out. I didn't want to leave a booby trap. That was what it was all about. Because the next guy was surely.
I would turn around and be like, you guys, pay it forward. Next guy's going to have cold toast stuck in the toast. Yeah, well, that's trash. Getting bullied at the La Quinta Inn.
At the Super 8 or wherever that was.
I was overstating it with La Quinta.
Yeah. We stayed on good hotels if there was a show because they tend to have better internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
After a while, the pattern recognition kicks in. Even if your pattern recognition isn't that good, you're like, I see. If it has a door that leads to the parking lot, bad internet. Bad internet. If it's more than 2 stories, good internet.
Yeah. It's like you never see serial killers like in a Marriott. I would imagine it's always the place where you can just kick the door right down.
Yep.
No
Not the ones
protection.
they catch. Not the ones they catch. That's always one of those ones with the windows straight into the parking lot. And you walk past if there's a crack and you can just see some dude fucking some meth addicted whore or something.
Wait a minute.
Just
I'm like, how many serial killers are actually in hotels? There was that Vegas dude that shot into the crowd with the bump stocks.
But he didn't kill anybody in the hotel.
Like, this is quite you're like, with all the victims were outside the hotel. I don't even know if that's true. I bet he did kill people in the hotel.
He just killed himself.
That counts. I'm counting it.
He shot a police.
We're locking that in.
He
Did he defend himself at least once?
No, he shot himself.
That's 1 kill in the hotel. That counts.
I agree.
No, didn't he have something set up on one of the carts outside or something? Or was that maybe that was a camera? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
I never found anything out about that shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got lied to about that because that guy was some sort of a brainwashed fucking CIA operative or something.
Little MK Ultra, little Ted Kaczynski action.
Little MK Ultra action.
MK Ultra.
It's where they experimented on people with LSD to try and control people's minds.
Yeah,
and it's like turns out that really fucks them up when you put that much in there. I've watched a smattering of it.
I was talking to my wife about this the other day. The theme song plays really hard into my head because when I used to hear it when I was a kid, it'd be past my bedtime and I'd sneak out of my bedroom and I'd stand in the doorway of the lounge room, just real quiet and watch it when my parents are watching it. And I remember one time my mum turned around and I was just hovering in the doorway like the fucking Children of the Corn, and she screamed, just shut up, and she's fucking possessed child.
I remember watching Children of the Corn when I was maybe 8, too young, and even then thinking well, I'd be safe in this movie, they wouldn't attack me. I'd be I could be a scout. I wouldn't place myself in the film. Did you guys?
Hamilton would stand no chance.
Did you guys believe in monsters as a kid? And if so, what got you? What was the thing? Were they forest ones? Was it ghosts? Because everybody can almost remember a time they thought they saw something, or in some I think Kyle, you've dealt with sleep paralysis before, right?
No,
I have.
No. Okay, I mixed that up. And you saw something spooky. Anyway, I'll let you guys go.
I was always afraid of aliens because I watched so many shows about aliens and stuff. And Fox used to have these I don't know if you remember the Alien Autopsy special that Fox played one night. It was an hour-long thing about an alien autopsy, and they played an alien autopsy as if it were real. And I watched a lot of shit like that. I watched Fire in the Sky. I watched The X-Files, like I said. And it was one of those things where even when you would speak to adults as a child, hey, you ask them, hey, is the boogeyman real? They'd be like, fuck no. Of course there's no boogeyman. But if you ask them about aliens, every adult has to be probably not. But honestly, we just don't know. It's a big universe. You've seen Star Trek, and you're just fuck, that is not the answer I needed right now.
Your parents didn't just shut that door for you and say no?
What, lie to me? No.
That's what my parents did. I remember when I was 5, I thought I was so cool in kindergarten because I was the only kid who I was for sure who knew that Santa wasn't real. Because I asked, I'm is Santa real? And I was in kindergarten. My mom was no, your grandparents bought you those.
Oh, shit.
It was
what a fun childhood.
Did you have stuff that said from Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I would see that on TV, I was oh, people really do that. I guess
so the tradition in my household was on Christmas Eve, parents and relatives gave you gifts. So Christmas Eve, everyone would come over, or we'd go to grandma's house, and the gifts would come from people. Those were the people gifts. And then, but Christmas morning, when you woke up, Santa has come, and he's brought you all the shit that's under the tree. And
more fun. I like that.
Yeah, and that would give Dad time to get up early and put the train set together, or the trampoline, or whatever the fuck.
But did you see an alien?
No, I've never seen an alien, or I'd have killed myself long ago.
Did you think you saw one when you were a kid?
No, I'm not stupid.
No. You would not
Taylor asked about the monsters you thought were real.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm old, So in the late 70s, back when I was 6 or something, they bombarded you with this idea that there were monsters under your bed and in your closet all the time. And it wasn't like just your parents. Like I learned to read at school, and all the fucking books were about the monsters in your closet and under your bed, and people like coming to terms with the monsters who were, like, I don't know, lining up to attack you at night, and how kids learned to befriend the monsters who were in your closet and under your bed, and all the things that you might do with them. Some got killed by the monsters in your closet and under your bed, and some were able to work out some sort of treaty.
Only the ones who didn't learn to read, though.
yeah. So I was terrified of monsters in my closet and under my bed. It was just everywhere. It would work today if they hit you with enough of this like disinformation strategy about monsters in your closet under your bed. You might have your suspicions.
The Sandy Hook scenario, yeah.
Someone industrialized it in Woody's closet. It's like ticket stub 99. You'll be sodomizing Woody tonight.
Yeah, I remember that watching Monsters Inc. I was like, this is a mean-spirited business model. Like nobody's winning. Or I guess the monsters won. The green guy with the ghoulish face. Not Mike Wazowski, the other one.
I was never actually afraid of any monsters because we had guns. And like, especially in the woods, because like I had spent so much time as a child alone in the woods with a rifle, that like after a while, like you're like, oh, I hear something. Oh, it's a deer. Let me just kill it. All right, he's dead. Like you'd see what all of the noises in the woods were up at 25 feet in a tree, spending like every like fall, up in a tree every day. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's a coyote, that's a fox. You'd see all the animals, the critters would come out at night. And you see, there are no monsters out there, probably.
Are there any woods noises that do concern you? Like, you mentioned coyote. That sounds a little scary.
Yeah, the scariest noise you can hear.
You just hear like,
close. Hearing people in the woods is scary. When we were on our little survival trip in Currahee, we heard those people, and it was like, I don't like that. Like there's nothing out here that can hurt us. Like. Literally, there's nothing in the Georgia woods that can hurt you. Like maybe a tick could give you Lyme disease, a copperhead could bite you, and then we got to go to the emergency room that's 30 minutes away. But
mosquitoes,
people can do awful things.
Yeah. We had that like one of my mates has got like 500 hectares up in the middle of nowhere, and we're like fucking around up there shooting and stuff like that. Then you hear like yelling and stuff, and you're like, okay, we're gonna get blasted here by hillbillies. Like, who are these? Like, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Like my little maneuvers, these are not convincing. Like, but any sport like that, it brings you a lot more respect to the people that are very, very good at it. And I mean, that's why everybody like loves their sport, the one they're closest to and understand the most about, because to them, that's the most complex one. Like I'll never understand basketball the way someone who played their whole life does. There's a bunch of cool stuff in that clip we watched in the Hangout of the dude who like did the behind the back, like elbow.
Oh, Jason Williams.
Yeah.
White Chocolate was his name.
That was fun. That was kind of neat. Like I liked.
I never saw that clip. I need to watch it. I know the pass you're talking about, like you described it, but I didn't actually see the clip.
Yeah. He had a lot of good moves. I liked him. Yeah, you could argue the best player in NBA right now is this Nikola Jokic. How do I not know his name right now?
Oh, it's one of those silly Euro names, eh?
He's a big
Giant
sort of goofy
Serbian
white guy who does great stuff and makes it look ordinary.
It's like Serbian or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Why isn't he back home fighting for freedom? Like
he doesn't even look that athletic. He's like a little bit too fat. Like he doesn't have that deltoid bicep definition thing. But plays basketball really well. So
yeah, he seems to have functional fat. Like it's providing him a little extra energy throughout the game.
Yeah, maybe if he was super lean, he'd just be exhausted and grumpy. There he is. Like,
oh.
He looks so Eastern European.
That's what he really looks like. This isn't an unflattering picture. Every picture, this is him.
He looks a bit like Stipe Miocic. Like his jaw, just the bottom is really just the jaw.
That.
Like
they probably went to the same school.
That deltoid bitri thing, like
Yes, I know Miocic.
Tell me where his deltoid ends and his tricep starts. I challenge you.
Yeah, it's interesting. He doesn't have a lot of muscle mass at all. He doesn't have the build that I think of as like the modern NBA look, because they all seem fucking jacked. Whenever I don't watch the sport at all because it's bad, but like whenever I see a picture, those dudes are like bulging in all the right places. You know what I mean? Like they look like action figures.
They're very lean. Yeah.
And they've all got shitty fucking tattoos. It's like you got all the money in the world. You couldn't find a real tattoo artist and sit down.
That is a shame.
That is a shame. Yeah. Also, I'm like checking myself. Is this racist to say? But I think it's harder to draw a nice tattoo on a dark skin.
You mean because they don't sit still?
No, because
not even racist.
It's just a light colored canvas is easier to use colors on, and
you don't have as many. Obviously, like you have to go to like a different kind of tattoo, and you need just like you need a black people barber. I'm sure you need a black person tattoo artist.
Oh, I never thought of that.
I can't believe that they haven't come up with like white ink that pops to. Oh, you think they'd be?
There's no way they haven't tried that. I bet it maybe it just doesn't look right.
Like what happens if you white ink up a real dark skinned guy? Like could you do some sort of negative like shading with the white to like really make the black pop?
Zach
like,
is saying,
if you outline the black with white.
So colors in tattoos
just
black. Don't work as well. They don't last. And like Zach said, they have white ink, but for some reason, white ink completely disappears in a couple of years. It's like it was never there. So it looks amazing when you leave the tattoo studio. Is that what it's called? Studio. But 3 years later, the white has just completely vanished.
I'm not down for scarification or branding, though. I don't know why those guys want to like.
Wow.
If you're on an NBA team, to me anyway, it feels like, that's both like, light-skinned people. That's interesting though, the white, especially against the black. I wonder what that would do.
Yeah. I mean, these are both bad tattoos.
I like the one. I don't like the one on the left, like for like what it actually is. It looks like dead flowers for some reason on a negative background that's square. Some sort of modern art nonsense. But I like this sort of traditional, maybe Japanese influence kind of thing on the right. That's some sort of Islander shit, I bet, where they're tapping it in. That looks cool. The leaves especially. I don't know what that red nonsense is with the flowers.
look at the difference between 2 months later and
that's on whitey though.
I don't think it's going to fare any better on black skin. Hear you.
That's on. Dude, have you ever used a white crayon on fucking white paper and been like, this one doesn't work? That's what they're doing here.
Zach says it's worse on black skin. I don't know.
What do you do with a fucking white crayon? You have to be some sort of Crayola savant to know what to do with that.
Well, what you do with the white crayon is you give a base below the color to make it brighter.
Yeah, nobody taught me that.
We have a Crayola savant here on the call.
There he is.
You didn't know that? If you want the green on your grass to go more, you put white under it, and then it is brighter. You guys fucking sucked at crayons.
Dude, I went to school with my fancy box of crayons.
Self-worth is built on my crayon talent. And there you are hitting me where it stings.
There's a class divide when it comes to crayons in school. I bet nowadays they're like, all right, everyone gets this pack. But back in the day, I brought like the 164 banger in.
God damn.
Did yours have the sharpener on the side of the box? I don't remember. I was 5 years old. I remember being in Miss Crow's class and there being a whole thing. I think some kids were stealing my crayons and shit because they didn't have a chartreuse and a peach and a I can't remember all those silly names they have.
They're fun, aren't they? That's a good place.
Remind me to tell my raincoat story. But I go to the Harley dealership and everyone's really nice. When I go to like a metric bike, like a Suzuki dealership or something, they're more like sales vultures. Like they're nice, but they're on you. If you say no, I'm just looking. The next guy's there 90 seconds later. They're just like all about that commissioned kind of service. The Harley dealership, they just seem sweet. They were interested in my ride. I don't think they work on commission. There were a lot of women employed there, and like that just seemed like especially if I was a woman, I would find that to be much more comforting. Like they were just like fellow motorcyclist chicks, as opposed to like I don't know, a really male dominated place like where I bought my bike.
Dude, I totally agree with you. When I had that Pan America, I got it right after the launch, the big launch event, which was a dirt event. So after that event, they take apart the motorcycle to totally clean it. Then they put it back together to give it to people like me. So I'm not getting a bike that's like got dirt all up in the engine and shit. So they give it to me, but it turns out the person that put it back together didn't quite plug the fuel line thing in far enough. So the first time I hit a bump, it jolted it and it just stopped delivering fuel. So I coasted to the side of the highway, which was annoying, right? It's not the bike's fault. It was a human's fault, but whatever. I wasn't on the side of the road for 20 seconds when a guy on a Harley pulled up. Need any help? Not 60 seconds after that, a woman on a Harley pulled up. Need any help? And I mean, it was like, they were just so nice, friendly. Like they didn't know I was on a Harley. They didn't know I had, and those people got the flatbed from Bartell's Harley Davidson that was a mile away and got him to come get me. And it was just like, I totally agree with you. Like, remember that old saying, like you meet the nicest people on a Honda? Like turn out that's true on a Harley also, like. So
here's my raincoat story. I'm at the Harley dealership. And I don't like that. The reason today was a non-travel day was because I was waiting for a shipment to arrive. And that just feels like that kind of sucks. And so yesterday I'm looking at like raincoats and over shell that you'd wear. I was like, I could just buy another one and then we wouldn't lose a day of travel. So I'm checking them out. I have a preference for like the brighter things. Here, look.
Yeah, like visibility is good. You don't want to wear all people who wear all black on a motorcycle. Like you're gonna fucking die, man. Like where's some bright ass color?
This is a coat and jacket. I will look like a highlighter driving down.
You are an actual highlighter.
So
you are a fucking like
You're gonna make other motorists crash because of zooming by with cracking lights.
So fish will literally jump out of lakes at you.
That's a hilarious thing. A whole suit of concave mirrors in the sun. You're just upstanding everyone as you're driving down.
Have you guys seen the cars with the chrome wraps? I refer to those as fishing lures.
So I'm sort of flipping through the raincoats on the shelf, and the lady's like, "Hey, do you need any help?" And I'm like, no, these are good. These are good. And I'm just checking out, seeing if you have my size. And they're orange, but they're just as bright. And she's like, are you sure you don't need a hand? And I'm like, I'm looking at women's clothing, aren't I? And she's like, yeah. That happens to me more than you might guess.
Very good.
Yeah, there's a picture of like one of those young like gymnasts from the Olympics standing there proudly on a poster. What is a 7? Who sizes clothes like that?
Yeah, so
it would be kind of cool and subversive if you continued your road trip on this Austrian KTM motorcycle, but wearing full Harley Davidson gear. That would kind of be fun and weird. You really
were this close. Thinking. Yeah, that was it. Was orange. It said Harley on the back. I'm like, I don't care. Harley's cool. I'll wear it. So, but apparently it only comes.
Nice people though, huh?
Yeah, really nice people. And look, I'm sure they work on commission or something, but they just didn't seem vulture-y like every other dealership I've ever been to.
You know what? I think that is. I think that people who set foot in that dealership already either are, Harleys are so different, and they're such in their own world, except Pan America accepted, the old school Harleys. I don't think they have to try very hard. I think people come in there kind of knowing that they want to buy a motorcycle and it's going to be a Harley. They just don't know which one fits them. And I think that's probably good for them,
Yeah. Oh, I am in the reddest state in the country, and I'm finding that entertaining, right? I walked into a diner, and like they sold T-shirts that said, guns are like potato chips. You can't have just one, right? And there was flags all over the walls, 9/11 newspaper clippings framed, all sorts of patriot stuff, maybe some Trump stuff. It was just
why post such an L?
I know.
Like, why not D-Day or something? Like, why would you pick 9/11? That's fucking retarded.
I see where you're coming from.
You're showing some American getting blown the fuck out in boxing by a giant Russian guy up there. Like, why? Like,
at the Harley dealership, it said, concealed carry is welcome. If the need arises, good marksmanship is appreciated. And I'm just like,
Whoa.
this is, yeah.
Whoa.
Like,
appreciated. Not even required. Just appreciated. Like it's a totally neutral thing if you take out a bystander. Like it's like
you know, you do what you
He
gotta
shouldn't
do.
have been standing so close to danger.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I don't know. I like the traveling and traveling by motorcycle, man. Like, so I think that especially with my last bike where it was more dirty, you pull up, you're covered in mud, your bike's covered in mud, and you got luggage hanging off the side. Everybody talks to me.
Right.
At this point, maybe I'm an asshole. I'm almost trying to be unapproachable because it's like, no, I'm your entertainment. What, do you need the story of my
I'm
travel?
sure the highlighter outfit will help.
Yeah, maybe that'll keep them away. I'm just kidding. People will leave you alone, and bees will try to pollinate off.
Yeah.
Oh no shit! You know that's that I don't know about on suits, but whenever I get a press car, like a car to test, and it's like yellow, I go, oh boy, fucking here we go, because that joint is a magnet for bugs. And when it gets real hot in California, like in the summer, you know, you're going to film or something, and you're up on a mountain, it's 105 degrees, and that yellow paint is 150, 180 degrees, and these bugs just land on it and just instantly just like kind of sizzle.
Flowers aren't hot.
I
didn't evolve for this.
Oh, gross. Yeah. Teach me about Audis. Like,
I didn't know it would get that hot, so it'll just like melt bugs on like you just have a bunch of borderline melted bugs.
Can I tell you guys something funny about since the last time I got on your show? I'm
What's
sponsored by a weed company, and I'm paid to exclusively smoke Tradecraft Farms ganja.
That's awesome. Congrats.
And I get all the free weed I could possibly smoke. I get all these, and I get money. Like I literally am sitting on a QP of fire right now that they just
dreams can come true.
Big envelope.
Dreams can come true.
Dreams.
So you're just walking around your giant like exotic car warehouse ripped off your ass, just like that one's pretty tight. I like that.
How do I get it to you?
Because I have other people parking the cars. I don't have to. I can be ruling. I can be king of the castle up here on the second floor.
But how does it arrive? I mean, they don't mail it to you, right?
It's grown locally. I go to downtown. I get it at the grow op.
That would make sense. Okay.
I ride my Vespa to Skid Row, go past several thousand tents, and park behind a gate where there's people with guns, and I get big bags of chronic.
So you're not just doing the oil pens. You're smoking the regular flower.
I can't. Yeah. No, I prefer flower, but I can't. I don't know if I could actually smoke inside right now, but my contractors put a fucking fear of God in me about it. They pretty much were like, if I wouldn't try if I were you, kind of thing. So those are for, I don't want to I could bring the computer outside. We could just start fucking blazing. I have like golden joints. I literally have joints that are wrapped in gold. It's hysterical.
I've smoked those before.
Kyle is dying over there right now.
I've got 92
come down.
days.
I'll hook you up.
I'm on federal probation. I've got 92 days, 4 hours, 6 minutes, and 27 seconds before I can get back on the.
You got a countdown clock?
Yeah. I got the William Wallace freedom counter here.
Oh no shit! 92 days. So by
92 days, 4 hours, 6 minutes, and 12 seconds. October the 2nd.
Like I skip lunch to make this thing because of the way scheduling worked, and it's like go from store to store to store. I'm famished. I've had breakfast, but it's like 4 p.m. now, and I didn't have much for breakfast. So I want to buy just like some cashews or something because I'm me, and I just need a snack. The people checking out in front of me are completely incompetent. They're running their car. They're not figuring it out. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And in my head, I'm like, what are the social implications of just fucking shouldering them out of the way and paying for these goddamn diapers? I'll just throw my cashews in it. And they had some expensive shit.
Yeah, the new price of your diapers is one slap.
I'm so goddamn hungry right now. I will pay for your diapers if you get the fuck out of the self-checkout. There's nobody working the cash registers or anything. The only thing available was the self-checkout. And instead, because I honestly thought it was like a bigger asshole move to buy their shit than to not. I put the cashews back on the shelf, but and then there's the other area when I'm not an asshole.
I'd have stolen the cashews.
You deserve that. They were
Dude, I
wasting your
seriously
time.
considered that. I was in Utah on this paragliding trip, and I'm checking out my stuff, and I can't find my wallet. I'm searching. It's in my backpack, I think, and I'm just it like 4 or 5 minutes goes by, and I can't find my wallet. I don't know where it is, and my food is like, I don't know, $20 or whatever. And eventually the guy behind me just hooks me up. He's like, you know what, this guy, like, I got it. I'll pay for it. And I'm like, no, I'm sure it's in here. I just can't find it. And he's like, it's not a problem. And he buys my food for me. Anyway, I continue to search for my wallet and I find it. And then I pay for our meals. Like I reverse Uno this guy. I pay for my meal and his. And he's like, no, you don't have, like, you shouldn't. I'm like, you've already proven you would do it for me.
You do it for me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, you have already demonstrated that you would do this for me. I have found my cash, and he was young, so the vibe I got was that the money meant more to him, you know, because he's young, and so I reverse Uno'd him and paid for our food. That's the one in which I'm not an asshole.
Nice.
But to answer, if I were to,
I think ever paid for his food at like a fast food place or anything. My dad and I buy people groceries a lot. Like, there's always some lady at the fucking grocery store that can't afford her shit, and she starts putting potato chips back, and I can't fucking. I get as sad as I get when I watch those Chihuahuas get their first wheelchair. Like, those two things will make me cry.
I don't know. I don't know why those videos make you sad. I love seeing those little pups and how excited they are when they have their wheelchairs.
They need to race those things.
You want me to cry in public? You show me a Chihuahua getting its first wheelchair, or a white woman who can't afford a bag of carrots.
You know what would be funny is a dog with no legs, and it's like it's 4x4.
Oh.
Just a remote control dog.
No, it's just
terrified.
Now it sits still and hopes there aren't any declines nearby.
Put them on fucking cat guns, RC track, and jump in.
Look at the joy when little Chester felt when he got all his wheels. He still can't move.
I hate that, and not only does it, like you said, it's annoying if somebody's just in your way. Like I'm always like in a hurry, even though I don't have anywhere to go. But like, still, I want to get to my next thing, whatever that might be. And like, I've been there before where I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like, I'll pay for it. Can we just move things along? I can't remember where I heard it. I don't remember if it was a comedian or a tweet I read or whatever, but it was something like the lady couldn't get her card to work or couldn't afford her groceries or something like that. And he's like, so I stepped forward. I was like, I'll get it. Don't worry. And she was like, I have a boyfriend. He's like, bitch, I'm not trying to date you. I'm trying to get your broke ass out of the way so I can watch the game.
Did you think you're in my league?
Can't afford Fritos.
Yeah.
So is there anything that like you see on shows that you know to be untrue, but it's, you know, because it's like your hobby, whether it's guns or cycling or whatever, and it just takes you right out of the movie or show that you're watching?
Anything to do with hockey, any movie to do with hockey, I'm just like, that's not how this sport works. No one would do this. Like, and it's not like you need to know that much, but for some reason, because hockey is so much less popular than football or baseball, like the director of a football movie, a baseball movie, like they kind of get it right for the most part. Like they do some silly things, but hockey, they do shit like knuckle pucks, like that don't make any sense.
Well,
like,
you're watching Youngblood's pretty good.
Youngblood?
You don't know that one? It was with who's one of the male actors, very handsome, never ages, Parks and Rec.
Oh, fuck, it's Chris Traeger. That's the character name. What the hell is his? Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe is the star of Youngblood. He's young at the time.
Oh, okay.
You might like it. It's fun.
I need to check that out then.
I try not to let the gun stuff bother me, but and like a lot of times if it's sci-fi or something, it's just like, oh yeah, that's that magic ammo in there.
Yeah. Sci-fi, you gotta suspend the disbelief.
You know, it's just materializing projectiles. That's fine. But like, I don't know. One thing that always bothers me, and I don't even know why they want to fucking do it, is like why do they put that safety noise on a Glock? Like why are they letting me know that he's taking the safety off his Glock? and then like that shotgun pump.
But a
sound,
Glock doesn't
The
have
pump,
a
yeah.
safety.
how expensive would it be for somebody to go get another 870 out of a closet and do this like next to a microphone? Oh my god! And they pump it so much it must have 100 rounds.
Why not chamber that round so you have an extra one?
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you seen the YouTube video where like they're parroting that? And you probably know the guy that made it, like you know everybody, but he just keeps doing it. He's just shucking more and more out till there's piles of them on the ground. Like, you better back up. Why are you still cocking that? You better stop. Why are you? How many are in there?
You know, I like when it comes to the gun stuff. Well, really everything. Like it kind of goes full circle on the perspective, life perspective thing. Is like I feel like, you know, as long as somebody's not portraying thing in a negative way that kind of brings it to the masses with some kind of skewed perspective, where it's like a semi-auto being a full auto or something like that, and then they're shooting up a public place or something like that, where it's like, hey, whoa, that's completely unrealistic, and you're trying to push some type of ideological BS narrative here or something like that. That's what doesn't sit right with me. But if it brings people to the table that are from a different demographic, that they may get excited about it, like John Wick. If people see that and they're like, fuck, dude, I want to go to the shooting range. Like, fuck it, dude. Like, John Wick's a bad example because actually kills it, but
pretty good. Yeah.
But it's like, if it gets people excited about something, fuck it. You know, we need more enthusiastic people in the world.
What do you think's I know that you just admitted it was kind of a bad example, but did you see anything in John Wick that you thought was outright like the things to me that are unrealistic is the amount of damage, obviously, that he absorbs, like the gunshots through body armor that he's just eating,
It's a suppressors.
I've seen that, like, you know, when you take the clay and you put the soft armor on it and pop it, like, to see the deformation that it creates on clay. So like you see a bruise on somebody and that does not tell the story of like the deep tissue damage that a gunshot on soft body armor
or
does.
Even broken bones, like, you know, the damage that, you know, something traveling, even borderline subsonic, you got a 45 ACP on something that's like, you know, like his
collarbone
clothing was like bulletproof, but still it's flexible, right? So like if it hits anything and is like clavicle or something like that it may not penetrate, but it's going to break a bone. The kinetic energy is still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the clay. Like, it's breaking everything it hits, especially ribs and shit. And I've never had broken ribs, but I imagine I've been told it's a little hard to run all night with broken ribs.
You know what? I don't care. I just want to keep seeing him reload through scenes.
God,
it's so much fun.
It's good. I love his reloads, and they get better every movie. Like you can tell he just keeps practicing and just like keeps running those drills. And I really appreciate it when, like, my favorite part, maybe when he's running the Benelli in the tunnels in the second movie. That's my favorite fucking part of all.
You know what I appreciate?
Running that fucking Benelli. Oh, it's sick. He's so clean with it, and like, I don't remember if he was shooting slugs or not. I don't remember what he was shooting, but it was real fun impacts on the target.
I think he was mixing them. So like he was stacking like a slug and then buck
like
and slug.
Yeah.
I need to watch those movies. They sound fun.
Keanu Reeves is a little older than people might guess. I think is he 57? How old is Keanu Reeves?
He's 136 years old.
Tom Cruise drinking the baby blood.
And I'm really sensitive to how people move. Like Liam Neeson probably is a really good example of a guy who moves like an old person. And then he got fat, Italian guy, action star, kind of a joke. No.
Fat Italian action star.
Seagal. Yeah. Steven Seagal, Liam Neeson. The way
He's move. Italian?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyway, like if you were to watch them jump off a kitchen chair, they would do it like a guy who's very old. I'm really, I pick up to that I think more than most people do. When I see girls who are models play action stars, I fucking hate it. You know, I need an athletic woman to be an action star, not a really pretty one. And Keanu Reeves still moves like an athlete into his 50s, and that's cool.
He looks tremendous for 57. I didn't know. I would have guessed like late 40s for him. No, you're right. I just looked it up. Okay. 57. He hit it on the dot. He looks great.
You've never seen any of those movies?
I saw John Wick 1, but I know there's like 4 of them now.
Honestly, like look, if you I think you can care about the plot a little, but mostly it's an action movie, right? Like it's just fun
I
to watch.
can't remember what it's about. Like his dog dies and then he
Yeah,
kills
they kill his
everyone.
dog and then he has to kill everybody else.
Remember
Yeah.
fucking Reek from Game of Thrones stomped his puppy out that his dead wife just had given him, and then
Oh shit, that was Theon.
yeah. So he has to come back and put a hurting on like the entire Russian mafia and like clear the whole city out of him. So he kills like I don't remember how many it is. It's dozens and dozens of people in the first movie, like over the dog. And they keep saying it was a fucking dog, and he'll usually kill him before they can finish the word dog. It's a good movie. And
That's
the
good.
second one, I liked Halle Berry, and was it the third one that had Halle Berry?
Yeah, and funny story, I haven't even
Belgian
seen
Mouse?
that. We watched that like kind of reacting to because I had Mike Ritlin, who former team guy that worked dogs, and we watched some of the dog segments on that, and everything was like, oh my god, the handling and everything on that was the bite work and everything was exceptional. Like I love when they bring on consultants. Like clearly there wasn't just some random prop guy saying, "Hey, I'll just do this or do that or whatever." Bringing on it was great.
They brought dog trainers in and choreographers in
and they worked those scenes to be like legit. It was fun.
They make those Belgian mouths look like fucking ninjas. It's so good. It's so fun to watch. I mean, they kind of are. Like one of my favorite videos is like watching comparing a German Shepherd going after this guy who's like barricaded behind chairs. It's training video, but bad guy barricaded behind like stacks of chairs. You know, like the kind of chairs that you would take in a dining hall or something. They send the German Shepherd in, and he like runs between all the chairs and beats the shit out of the guy, like fucking 120-pound German Shepherd or something. And they send the Belgian Mal in, and it just leaps over all of the chairs, runs over some of them like Legolas off of like stones.
Don't even reference that.
It was the best scene in that movie.
That was sickening.
Guided missile of a dog, Kitty's dog, like Dak, has bitten me before, and it was just a warning bite, but it was awful. He grabbed my
Still
cat.
has him?
Oh yeah. It's
I remember when you got him.
Soon.
I went to this place in Paducah, Kentucky, where they train these motherfuckers, and I was there to film some shit. And they'd been having the dog beat the shit out of me all day in the suit, and I was so impressed by the dog. I was like, "Do you have any of these things for sale?" And he's like, "Well, my fully trained dog, like Samson here, is $12,500." And I'm like, "All right, well, not that then. You got like a retarded one or something?"